Welcome back to the Rise Up podcast, the show where we not only help you improve your English, but also bring valuable insights to boost your energy and find your inner strength. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a topic that's part of many people's daily routine: caffeine. We'll explore how a simple cup of coffee or tea can impact your heart health, the benefits of moderation, and how caffeine fits into a balanced lifestyle. As always, we have a PDF transcript available for this episode, so if you prefer to follow along or need it for your studies, be sure to check the link in the description. Now, let's get started. Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that's part of most of our daily routines: coffee. You know, that cup of coffee we reach for as soon as we wake up, that first sip that makes us feel like we're ready to face the world. Well, guess what? According to new research, that morning habit could be doing more than just waking you up. So, a recent study looked at caffeine, mainly from coffee and tea, and found something pretty cool. They discovered that drinking around 3 cups of coffee or tea a day might help lower your chances of developing some serious health issues. We're talking about conditions like heart disease, stroke, and even type 2 diabetes. Imagine that. Your daily caffeine boost could actually protect your heart and your health long-term. The researchers studied data from about 180,000 people. These folks didn't have any major heart or metabolic issues when they started out. The study followed them for a long time, checking in on their caffeine habits, whether they were coffee drinkers or preferred black or green tea, and what kind of health problems they developed over the years. The results were pretty impressive. If you're someone who drinks around 3 cups of coffee a day, your risk of developing these serious heart and metabolic issues drops by almost 50%. Even drinking about 200 to 300 milligrams of caffeine a day showed a big reduction in risk. But hold on a second. Before you start thinking, I need to drink as much coffee as possible, there's more to the story. Experts are saying, wait a minute. This doesn't mean that drinking coffee is the only reason people are healthier. It's possible that the folks who drink more coffee also happen to have other healthy habits. Maybe they eat better or exercise more. So while the research suggests that caffeine can help, we can't say for sure that coffee is some kind of magic potion. And here's another thing. The study didn't look at caffeine from sodas or energy drinks. You know, those drinks loaded with sugar and artificial stuff? The research isn't clear on whether those have the same benefits. In fact, high doses of caffeine from those sources can be harmful, especially for your heart. So, if you're thinking of chugging energy drinks to stay healthy, maybe think twice about that. But if you're already someone who enjoys a morning cup of coffee or tea, this study should make you feel a little better about that habit. It's a comforting thought that something so simple could be helping your heart in the long run. However, it's also important to remember that more caffeine isn't always better. Moderation is key, and like most things in life, balance is what really matters. So if you're already a coffee or tea drinker, keep on enjoying it. But don't feel like you have to start drinking it just because of this study. And if you're reaching for energy drinks or super sugary caffeinated drinks, remember, those might not give you the same benefits, and they could even cause more harm than good. It's all about making mindful choices, staying active, and eating well. A little caffeine might just be the cherry on top of a healthy lifestyle. Finding balance in your caffeine habit. Now that we've talked about how that cup of coffee or tea can help protect your heart, let's dive a little deeper. What about the other side of the coin? You might be wondering, if 3 cups of coffee a day is good, should I drink more? Will that give me even better health benefits? Well, here's the thing. More isn't always better. In fact, if you overdo it with caffeine, especially with things like energy drinks or highly caffeinated sodas, it could do more harm than good. Studies have shown that when people take in too much caffeine, it can lead to problems like irregular heart rhythms, and that's a serious issue. High doses of caffeine, particularly from those sugary, artificially flavored drinks, can make your heart race in ways that aren't healthy. But why do these energy drinks cause problems while coffee and tea seem to be protective? Well, it's not just about the caffeine. Coffee and tea are natural sources of caffeine, But they also have other ingredients that might be helping, things like antioxidants. These can play a role in keeping our cells healthy, helping with inflammation, and possibly even protecting against certain diseases. Energy drinks, on the other hand, are usually packed with sugar, artificial flavors, and other additives that aren't doing your body any favors. So, just because caffeine is good in moderation, doesn't mean we should go wild with it. Now, some of you might be thinking, I don't drink coffee or tea at all. Am I missing out? The good news is, you don't have to start drinking coffee if it's not your thing. If you already have a healthy lifestyle, getting plenty of exercise, eating a balanced diet, and managing stress, then you're doing a lot to protect your heart without caffeine. The study we talked about is more of a reassurance for those who already enjoy their morning coffee, not a prescription for everyone to start drinking it. One important thing to mention is that the research mostly focused on black coffee and plain tea. So if your morning cup looks more like a dessert, loaded with cream, sugar, syrups, and whipped cream, it's not going to give you the same health benefits. Those fancy coffee drinks can add a lot of extra calories and sugar, which could actually increase your risk for other health problems, like weight gain and diabetes. So if you're serious about keeping your coffee habit healthy, try to keep it simple. Another point we can't ignore is how caffeine affects sleep. While it can help you stay alert and focused during the day, too much of it, especially later in the afternoon, can interfere with your sleep at night. And we all know how important a good night's sleep is for your overall health. If you're finding it hard to fall asleep or stay asleep, cutting back on caffeine, especially in the afternoon or evening, could make a big difference. So, what's the takeaway here? It's all about balance. If you love your coffee or tea, go ahead and enjoy it. The science seems to suggest it can be part of a heart-healthy lifestyle. But remember to drink it in moderation, stick to natural sources, and keep an eye on how it affects your sleep and overall well-being. And if you're not a coffee drinker, don't worry. There are plenty of other ways to take care of your heart and your health. In the end, whether you're sipping on your morning brew or passing on caffeine altogether, it's the small, everyday choices that make the biggest difference in your health. Stay active, eat well, get enough sleep, and enjoy the things that make you feel good, like that perfect cup of coffee, if that's your thing. Just don't let it be the only thing you rely on for your health. The bigger picture of health and happiness. All right, now that we've explored the benefits and risks of caffeine, let's zoom out and talk about the bigger picture. When it comes to living a healthy, balanced life, we know that it's not just about one thing, whether that's coffee, tea, or anything else. It's about how all the little pieces fit together. For example, we've touched on how drinking coffee or tea in moderation can be part of a heart-healthy lifestyle. But we can't ignore the fact that a cup of coffee on its own isn't a magic solution to better health. It's about the habits we build around that coffee. Are we staying active? Are we eating foods that fuel us and nourish our bodies? Are we managing stress and making sure we get enough rest? These are the things that work together to keep us healthy. Let's take exercise, for instance. We all know it's good for us, but how many of us make time for it? It's like coffee for your body. It wakes you up, boosts your energy, and helps you stay strong. Pair that with a balanced diet, one that's full of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, and you've got the foundation for long-term health. Coffee or tea can be part of that, but they're not the star of the show. Another key factor is how we handle stress. Life can throw a lot at us. Work, family, financial pressures, and it's easy to turn to things like caffeine or sugar to get through the day. But the real solution is to manage stress in healthy ways, whether that's through mindfulness, yoga, a quick walk, or simply taking a few deep breaths. That cup of coffee might give you a temporary boost, but dealing with stress in a more mindful way will help you feel better in the long run. Let's not forget about sleep either. We live in a world where it seems like we always need to be on, working, studying, or scrolling through social media late into the night. But good sleep is essential for everything from heart health to mental clarity. If caffeine is keeping you up at night, it might be time to reevaluate when and how much you're drinking. Because no amount of coffee in the morning can make up for a bad night's sleep. And then there's the social side of things. For a lot of people, coffee and tea are more than just drinks. They're part of our social lives. Whether we're catching up with friends at a coffee shop or taking a break at work to chat over a cup of tea, these moments of connection are just as important for our well-being as the health benefits of caffeine. Humans are social creatures, and staying connected to the people around us is a big part of staying healthy and happy. So, as we wrap up, let's take a step back and remember, health isn't just about that one cup of coffee. It's about everything we do throughout the day. How we move, what we eat, how we sleep, and how we connect with the people we care about. If you enjoy your coffee or tea, that's great. Keep enjoying it as part of a healthy lifestyle. But don't forget about the other important habits that make a difference in the long run. At the end of the day, living a healthy life is about balance. It's about making small, mindful choices that add up over time. So, whether it's sipping your coffee, going for a walk, or just taking a moment to breathe, remember that it all matters. And the best part, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving in the right direction. In the following 3 speeches, we've highlighted several key words and phrases that can help you improve your English language skills. These words are commonly used in everyday conversations and can help you express ideas about health, lifestyle, and balance in a more natural way. Below, you'll find 15 vocabulary words and phrases, along with their meanings and examples, to help you understand how to use them in context. Perk you up, meaning to make you feel more energetic or awake. Example, a cup of coffee in the morning usually perks me up before work. Once again, perk you up, meaning to make you feel more energetic or awake. Example, a cup of coffee in the morning usually perks me up before work. Long-term, meaning over a long period of time. Example, exercising regularly has benefits that help your health in the long term. Once again, long-term, meaning over a long period of time. Example, exercising regularly has benefits that help your health in the long term. Moderation, meaning the quality of doing something within reasonable limits, not too much or too little. Example, it's important to drink coffee in moderation to avoid negative side effects. Once again, moderation, meaning the quality of doing something within reasonable limits, not too much or too little. Example, it's important to drink coffee in moderation to avoid negative side effects. Impressive, meaning something that causes admiration or respect. Example, it's impressive how much regular physical activity can improve heart health. Once again, impressive, meaning something that causes admiration or respect. Example, it's impressive how much regular physical activity can improve heart health. Go wild, meaning to act without control, often by doing too much of something. Example, just because caffeine is good for you in small amounts, don't go wild and drink too much of it. Once again, go wild, meaning to act without control, often by doing too much of something. Example, just because caffeine is good for you in small amounts, don't go wild and drink too much of it. Mindful, meaning being aware and thoughtful of your actions and choices. Example, try to be mindful of what you eat, as it plays a huge role in your overall health. Once again, mindful, meaning being aware and thoughtful of your actions and choices. Example, try to be mindful of what you eat, as it plays a huge role in your overall health. Add up, meaning to accumulate gradually, leading to a significant result. Example, small healthy choices every day add up to a big impact on your overall well-being. Once again, add up, meaning to accumulate gradually, leading to a significant result. Example, small healthy choices every day add up to a big impact on your overall well-being. Foundation, meaning the base or starting point of something. Example, regular exercise and a balanced diet are the foundation of a healthy lifestyle. Once again, foundation, meaning the base or starting point of something. Example, regular exercise and a balanced diet are the foundation of a healthy lifestyle. Race, meaning to beat very quickly, especially referring to the heart. Example, after drinking 2 energy drinks, I could feel my heart start to race. Once again, race, meaning to beat very quickly, especially referring to the heart. Example, after drinking 2 energy drinks, I could feel my heart start to race. Take a step back, meaning to pause and think carefully about a situation. Example, sometimes you need to take a step back and reevaluate your habits to improve your health. Once again, take a step back, meaning to pause and think carefully about a situation. Example, sometimes you need to take a step back and reevaluate your habits to improve your health. Catch up, meaning to meet someone after a period of time and talk about what you've been doing. Example, I love going to coffee shops to catch up with old friends. Once again, catch up, meaning to meet someone after a period of time and talk about what you've been doing. Example, I love going to coffee shops to catch up with old friends. Stay active, meaning to regularly engage in physical activity. Example, it's important to stay active even if you have a busy schedule. Once again, stay active, meaning to regularly engage in physical activity. Example, it's important to stay active even if you have a busy schedule. Chug, meaning to drink something quickly in large gulps. Example, you shouldn't chug energy drinks, it's not good for your health. Once again, chug, meaning to drink something quickly in large gulps. Example, you shouldn't chug energy drinks, it's not good for your health. Sipping, meaning to drink something slowly, taking small mouthfuls. Example, I enjoy sipping my coffee in the morning while reading the news. Once again, sipping, meaning to drink something slowly, taking small mouthfuls. Example, I enjoy sipping my coffee in the morning while reading the news. Balanced, meaning keeping different elements in the correct or equal proportions. Example, eating a balanced diet with fruits, vegetables, and proteins is essential for staying healthy. Once again, balanced, meaning keeping different elements in the correct or equal proportions. Example, eating a balanced diet with fruits, vegetables, and proteins is essential for staying healthy. That's it for today's episode of the Rise Up podcast. I hope this discussion on caffeine and how it fits into a healthy lifestyle gave you some useful insights. Remember, it's not just about that cup of coffee in the morning. It's about balance in all areas of your life. And don't forget, if you need a little extra help, the PDF transcript is available for download. Feel free to revisit the vocabulary we covered or just follow along as you continue learning. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, keep rising up to your best self. See you in the next episode.